you what didn't make me feel any better. There's this new report out this week from the New America Foundation called Ranking Digital Rights. Their team read all the user agreements, the privacy policies, the terms of service, all the stuff that we don't read, or if we do read it, we don't really understand it. They read it all and scored telecom and internet companies on privacy and censorship. The best scoring company was actually Google. I was surprised about this. It got a 65%, a D. Facebook, it scored 41%, an F minus. The lowest, just, because it's interesting to know, was a Russian email service that mostly makes spam accounts. Anyway, the report really does show how little control we have over anything. Our texts, our voices, videos, anything that passes through these tech companies. And it's disconcerting. Which brings us back to Michael and our other listeners' questions about whether our gadgets are eavesdropping on us. Do we know whether they're passively listening? No, we don't know that for sure. We did ask Google and Apple. We haven't heard back from them yet. But we do know voice recognition is what all these companies are trying to get us to start using. Google has OK Google. Apple has Siri. Amazon has the new Echo, home appliance that listens to you all the time. That's how it works. So as we go along, opting in or opting out of all these technologies, we kind of really need to keep the long game in sight. Well, the guy that we talked to today, the very smart and funny writer Walter Kern, says that if you're not feeling a little paranoid, you're the crazy one these days. Okay, so the movie Up in the Air? It was based on one of Walter's books.
I work for a company that lends me out to cowards that don't have the courage to sack their own employees, and for good reason.
Who are you with?
Because people do crazy stuff when they get fired.
That's just a side note, cool movie. But Walter Kern has also written a lot of very seminal stuff about privacy and technology and surveillance. And he writes about it in a very beautiful and literary way. It's very tangible. His most recent piece is, If You're Not Paranoid, You're Crazy. It's an awesome, beautiful article. You can check it out at theatlantic.com. And Walter had his own weird say it out loud, it comes back at you experience. But his had to do with walnuts.
Here's what happened. I had just gotten one of those fitness bands that you link up wirelessly to your phone, and you can get readouts of your sleep the night before, how many steps you've taken, and so on. And part of this app included little health tips, what you should eat, and so on. And I was in the kitchen. I called to my wife to ask her if we had any walnuts. I wanted to put some in my oatmeal that morning. And she didn't hear me. She was running the faucet in the other room. All of a sudden, in the window for the little fitness tips or the health tips comes, you should eat more walnuts. And it took me aback. And I thought, are these things listening to me? And I started researching the situation, and I realized that it was, first of all, technically possible that they were. Secondly, having been sensitized to the fact that there was a very porous border between my life, my mind, my activities, and what was coming through my devices, I started to see more coincidences, as it were, more walnut moments.
In 1 mile, exit right, then keep left.
And saw the sort of feedback loop between the decisions we make, the words